Let us go to Mike from Tennis Canada. Mike, you are live.
Dennis, the night train keeps rolling along. Congrats on the win. And can you talk about how it feels to make your first Grand Slam quarterfinal and what the keys were tonight against David?
Yeah, it's definitely super exciting to be in my first quarterfinals of a Grand Slam. Obviously, I had the run I think it was 4 years ago, making fourth round, and to kind of get over that hump and make my first quarters, it's just it's a huge boost for me, to see that my hard work's paying off. And of course, I knew going into it that Debbie's going to be a very tricky and tough player. I knew it's going to be a battle out there, a lot of long rallies. So I tried to match his steadiness while still trying to play my game and be aggressive when I have the opportunity. So I feel like all four sets I executed that really well. It's just I was getting a little bit unlucky in the first set. I mean, he was playing some great tennis, especially in the break points. And then I had the tough hold right before the tiebreak, and after I held my serve there, I kind of deflated, and he raised his level. So it was just too good from him.
I'd like to get your thoughts on the situation, obviously, with Novak Djokovic today. You went through an unfortunate situation earlier in your career. What are your thoughts on how that was handled today, and would you ever reach out to Novak and share some of what you experienced?
Yeah, of course. I mean, first of all, it's just super unfortunate for everybody. I mean, like you said, I've been in that situation, so I know exactly how Novak is feeling, and of course he had no intentions to go after the lines woman, and thankfully she's okay. I mean, it could end up very very bad. So luckily everybody's okay. And like I said, it's just super unfortunate for everybody. Hopefully, it's Novak can shake it off and move on. I mean, of course, he needs to grow and learn from this, but it's super unlucky as well. The ball could have went anywhere, so it's just super unfortunate.
Thank you, Mike. Let us go to
Just one last
Stephanie
question.
from Open
Oh,
Court.
thank you. Okay, thanks.
Stephanie, you are live with Dennis.
I'm live. I'm live. Am I live? I'm live. Congratulations,
Thank
Dennis.
you.
Um, just one more question about the Djokovic situation. Do you think he should have apologized publicly beyond a tweet? I mean, I'm going to ask you to make a judgment call
Yeah,
about that.
Stephanie,
But you were there.
Honestly, I prefer not to answer more questions about that. I just feel like I gave my statement, and that's enough. But yeah, that was up to him. Sorry.
Thank you. Let's go to Bill from Inside Tennis. Bill, you are live with Dennis.
Hi, Dennis.
Hi.
Congratulations, and congratulations to him. Hey, first of all, I heard what you just said, but you don't have to answer this. But, I mean, you obviously went through an incredibly difficult
Yeah,
situation.
if we could just
And you handled it.
just focus on the tennis, that'd be
All right.
amazing. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dennis has answered the question. The question is on record. It is in the transcript. And if we could focus the questions on tennis, I'm not going to tell you what to ask, but he has given his answer. And please let us move on to tennis questions. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bill, you're live.
Well, actually, I don't know whether you're going to want to answer this one either, but you said something pretty incredible on Ash after the match on how your girlfriend has helped you really grow as a person. Could you talk a little bit more about that? How she's helped you?
Yeah, I just think she's, as soon as we started dating. I mean, it's kind of a reason for someone to want to man up, and I felt like she's definitely inspired me to become a better person and a better tennis player. But I didn't mean to take anything away from my parents or my team as well. I feel like everybody's inspiring me, and they're staying up at nights watching my matches, and everybody's supporting me, throughout the start of my life, I mean, my parents have just been there always for me. So I think it's everybody. But of course, she inspires me as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Let us go to Jackie from the Sporting News. Jackie, you're live.
Hey, Dennis. Hi, Dennis. I spoke with David, and he basically said that you were aggressive throughout the match and that you were stable, because sometimes you can be a little bit all over the shot with all over the place with your shots. I was wondering if you felt that way during the match, and if you feel like your game has been a little bit more stable throughout the whole tournament.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was my mindset going into it. I knew that I can't just try to slap my way through the match and be overly aggressive, because he's just too good for that. He's too steady, and surely he would have waited for the opportunity where I'm missing a couple and taking advantage. So I mean, yeah, I was definitely trying to play more steady, and I feel like Misha's helped me a lot with that. Just not going out there and trying to blast balls, left and right. It's actually playing smarter and playing more crafty. He was such a crafty player, so I'm very thankful that he's been able to teach me some of that and kind of help me implement that in my game. Sorry, I can't hear you.
Dennis, if you could just look to the board to the left. Our final question will be from Marcos from ATP Spanish. We'll be back and we'll be playing the finals. Those were your kind words to Felix in 2018 when he was forced to retire from your first round match. That could happen this year. What would it mean to you? Did you really think 2 years ago that it could happen?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I thought it could happen. If I didn't think it could happen, I mean, I wouldn't say it. So, it's definitely potential that it could happen this year, but it's still very far away. There's so many great players in the draw. For both of us, it's going to be extremely difficult to get that far. But I'm sure at some point in our careers, we're going to be playing finals against each other, hopefully, and yeah, I mean, that would just be amazing, to grow up with a really close friend, a guy that you've been battling against for years, from juniors to go through futures, challengers, and everything together to all the way to the top of the Grand Slam majors finals. It would be just like, it would be a movie.
Jackie, I'm sorry that we cut you off. You had a follow-up question. You'll be our last question for Dennis. Thank you.
I was just curious about your thoughts on your next opponent.
Yeah, I played him. I think 4 times, and I think it's 3-1 for him. He's beaten me every time on hard court, so it's definitely going to be an extremely tough challenge. Obviously, he's kind of like David. He's very solid, very stable from the back, so it's going to be a similar matchup for me. And yeah, I think it's pretty much the same thing. I have to play my game, but remain steady as possible.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis.
Thanks.